As a Maibuye engagement team, you have gone on to indicate that you have been inundated with applications of people who want to volunteer. Just talk to us about how the process is unfolding now.
No, look, after the press conference which we held on the 19th of June, we then later on got to issue an invitation to volunteers who would form part of the consultation process, and we have received tens of thousands of people who got to volunteer from different provinces.
All right.
We have a pledged commitment to say that they want to form part of the consultation process, but it appears that a substantial number of those are already saying that let us start a political party, but we don't want to take that decision yet. We're still going to get to meet with traditional leaders, with religious leaders from all corners of South Africa to get a clearer perspective as to just what should distinguish a political movement if we were to start such as an alternative to the existing political movements in South Africa. So we are in the process of listening.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to another epic episode. Welcome to Newsology, another political chat. My name is Jacob Zuma. I say welcome to this political talk. So, what is happening? What are the latest updates when it comes to the newly planned Maibuye Africa political party? Is there a need for another political party to add on the already existing political parties, dozens of them that we have here in South Africa? I mean, you can go from KISS Party, you can go from UDM, IFP, ANC, EFF. The list just is endless. It goes down like that. There are some political parties that you and I, we don't even know they exist. For example, who is the leader of KISS? Who is funding KISS? Who is part of KISS? Who is the leader? Who is the deputy? Where are their offices? There are some political brands that we have here in South Africa, and they keep on getting funding. They keep on being there in the pilot. They keep on being there represented in the IEC. But you never, ever even saw just one person wearing the t-shirt or even the leader of those political groups that we have there in South Africa. So seems like the Maibuye is finding or is getting a positive response from South Africans. A lot of people, they are so happy about this initiative of saying that Floyd is in the ground, is doing the consultation for free, consulting you, wanting you to vote and to comment on the matter of saying, do we really need the new political party?
Is that the people come from different political parties, like literally from all political parties, from the ANC, from the DA, from the EFF, and of course a substantial number from Umkhonto weSizwe. Like we have got very senior leaders, former leaders,
that
black
have applied
leaders,
to be volunteers.
Yeah, very former senior leaders who occupied very senior positions in government, who have pledged solidarity to this particular process and say that we should proceed in terms of what happens.
So the response is positive. I stated that. But there's a backlash already. There's a backlash. So there is another Maibuye civic rights movement, right? So this is an organization that deals with different issues that are faced by the youth and the children and the women and those who are just marginalized. So now these civic rights groups or movement claims to say that Floyd is copycatting their brand, their name, taking their name, and they don't wish to be associated with any political party. So, Floyd, what's happening here?
We are very proud of the work that we've done, and we are very proud of the brand that we have built. In his recent press conference, Floyd Shivambu indicated that he intends to embark on a consultative process to find out whether or not people of South Africa want him to establish a political party. It has become abundantly clear that Floyd Shivambu has already taken the decision to establish a political party and name it Maibuye. The so-called consultative process is nothing but a ruse, a strategy to ease his path into establishing his political party. And we have no quarrel with that. However, we state it and make it unequivocally clear to Floyd Shivambu that his intention to establish his political party in the name of Maibuye has caused a great deal of confusion within the communities that we serve. Communities that have made it clear that they want no association with Floyd, that they want no association with his new political party. We as Maibuye stand firm to continue serving the residents of Nelson Mandela Bay and the greater Sarah Baartman region free of any controversy, free of any political interference. It would be very difficult for us to continue doing this work should Floyd Shivambu continue and establish a political party named Maibuye.
So Floyd has taken a decision, we already know, of saying that the consultation goes on and on and on. So there is, I believe that is the leader of this civic rights group called Maibuye. His name is Jacob Zuma. So Jacob Zuma says that I've sent a WhatsApp message to Floyd showing him that we have already have a brand, we already existing, and saying that it is no way that Floyd cannot know about that organization, saying that they were even invited by other media companies. They are there on social media, they are well known, a lot of people, especially there on the Eastern Cape side, they know them. But says that Floyd never responded, right? So this Maibuye, a civic organization leader, now complains and say Floyd never responded. And I feel as if now, if these little things, Floyd is just not taking them to consideration, they will come and catch up with him later. Then we'll see Maibuye being the MK Party 2.0. Remember the MK Party and the ANC about the brand, about the MK brand. The ANC says that no, this is our right wing, this brand name and everything, even the regalia, the soldier-like uniform belongs to us. You've copycat, you've taken our things and made them to belong to you. So we know that the MK Party visits the ANC. It is the MKMV of the ANC. And now in the future, in the near future, if now this response, this ignorance that is happening continues, we will see the new political party called Maibuye with the Maibuye Civic Rights Group. And it will be another just a fiasco, another drama, another movie, every movie in South Africa. But you know, this made me to think to say that, but I will understand why would Floyd not respond to this. Can just take any name and run with it, as did the mother body, the MK Party, because still part of the MK Party, remember that. And remember the political scientist said that I've learned more in the past 6 months with Jacob Zuma than being the deputy president for the past 10 years in the EFF. So what is it that Floyd has learned? So Floyd is now called also a chess master, because you know the master gives birth to another master, right? And the chess master gives birth to another chess master. So Floyd now plays the politics of Jacob Zuma. So it takes now this name, and the civic rights group appears to say that no, respond to us, we already own now this brand. Then Floyd says current, I'm not responding to you, I'm moving forward with this. So the courts are just around the corner. Using this political party, using this name, I just see another war in the courts in the near future. Same as the mother body, the MK Party. Remember that this university called the Jacob Zuma University, the MK Party, the 6-month course, and you get your degree or your PhD, is now what Floyd is pushing. Remember, the same Floyd that you're speaking about, he has the dual membership. Now is confusing even the MK Party people.
Do you still believe you're a member of the ANC?
I am a member of the ANC.
But Mbalula says you have expelled yourself, the Secretary General.
No, they were saying so when they were still excited. I'm supposed to go, I was supposed to go there to discuss with them this thing. for myself to defend myself.
Abanye abantu mangithi comrade boti akaseyona nje ANC. No, I'm an ANC member, for your information. And I will remain one until the end. But I will also be Mkhonto wesizwe. Nevertheless.
A few moments later.
I have not resigned from Consultation, and I will never resign from Consultation. I'm a member of Consultation. So the Constitution of Consultation says that members are not allowed to participate in activities and programs of political parties whose aims and objectives are opposed to the objectives of Consultation. If Consultation believes that going to listen to the people violates the Constitution, it will tell me that.
I was saying, no, I'm in the pursuit of this, but I belong to the MK party. You remember when Jacob Zuma confused the ANC? Bucks was so confused. Others in the ANC members were so confused. When Jacob Zuma said that I'm still the member, I will die being the member of the ANC, but I am the president of the MK party and I will vote for it. So Floyd takes that also. But everything that JZ has done, Floyd has copycat. Floyd has taken. Hey? Floyd, it does not end there. Remember, the first province that Floyd said he will go to campaign at was KZN. And the first approach on saying how is he going to speak with the people on the ground, he targeted the churches. Remember how Jacob Zuma targets the church? He also has done that. And not only that, Floyd says, I will go to the ground and speak with the leaders of the people, the chiefs and the kings. And that is the politic of the MK party. The copycat Floyd Shivambu is doing it. Remember, he has qualified. He has the PhD from the University of 6 months from Jacob Zuma. He's repeating everything that Jacob Zuma has taught him. And you know what they do? The student, the normal says that the student can even perform better than a master. So Floyd is playing their own game, and they're just puzzled. They're in the MK party. They don't know what to do because they know that if they just kick them out of having some dual membership, it will be very alarming and raising some eyebrows to say, why do you want us to accept it when it comes to Jacob Zuma? But when Floyd is doing it, we become biased. So Floyd, we can say, he's in charge here. Floyd is in charge here. Any act that you do, it will make him to be the victim. And you know, politicians that are victims, they gain pretty much support from the people because people they don't like injustices. People will want freedom, even in the expense of ignoring some factual facts of saying this is not the right candidate to be elected. That was just an example. But passing that, what is happening? So the 6-month university of JZ is doing a lot of things, right? So Floyd is repeating exactly what he has been taught by Jacob Zuma, bit by bit and steps by steps. And he goes to the extent of saying the Maibuye will unite all the progressive forces, black unity in South Africa. So he's pushing that now. And remember, that is now the slogan of the MK party. He has also taken that.
Noma sigama lokuthi sumkhonto wesizwe igama elinesithunzi esisimanga kodwa umuntu omnyama asibancenge nalaba abangancengeki nalaba bathengekayo vele ngisho esizulwini masikhuluma ukhulunywa ngabantu okuthiwa ngesinye isikhathi amambuka ake siwakhuza amambuka awabuye ezekhaya ake sicabangeni into eyodwa bantu bakithi ukuthi umuntu omnyama akakhululeke okunye singaxoxa ngale singabanga imbango la ezosibambezela singafiki la siyakhona Siyezwana? Uyabona ke akekho umuntu ozophinda athi sake sehlulwa ngoba sibaningi thina abantu abamnyama.
A few moments later.
No, look, I still uphold it, like deeply a conviction that all progressive forces and black political parties should unite to pursue a common agenda because
including a cult.
the aspirations. Look, cult is an individual at the top there, but the membership of MK, the membership of ANC, the membership of EFF, the membership of ATM hold the same aspirations. What then becomes a difficulty is the individual leaders.
So you would have isolated him, meaning
that
he
is the
would have
issue.
said
When
he
we
was
talk,
right.
when we talk
That's
when we talk about unification of progressive forces, we're talking about organizational unification of aspirations as to how do we commonly pursue the same agenda because we represent the same constituencies. If Africa Maibuya becomes a political party, it will fervently and relentlessly pursue the unification of all progressive forces if there's no decisive majority given to Africa Maibuya as a political party.
But let us go now to Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma sends a very rebuking, scathing letter calling out Floyd to say that they don't want to be associated with him. And he said that over 2,000 members and 2,000 people, listen to this, from Nelson Mandela Bay and Sarat Batman region. More than 2,000 believe that they don't have a problem with Floyd forming a political party. But they all stand firm that Floyd must not use the name Maibuye. So they want Floyd to adopt another name. That is why I'm saying that in the near future, we'll be covering this news about some courts, about some infighting, who owns the name and when and what is happening. We are going there. Same as what happened to the MK party. Because these are the politics of Jacob Zuma, you know. So Floyd now is repeating the same thing. Very interesting. So what does Zumane say? Zumane says that Floyd has no intention of listening to the people, as he said that he's in the consultative process with the South African, but he's not willing to now listen to them or talk to them or have a conversation with them. The man blue ticks them. Floyd cannot claim he has not seen the brand. They've been on the television and on social platform advancing the business of the people. So he went on to accuse Floyd of some corruption, to say that the organization wants nothing to do with him. So Floyd is tainted from VPS saga. Yeah, that argument, we need to cover that argument to say what really happened there in the VPS. We'll do another video just to do our own investigative approach in terms of coming with the justice on what happened. Was the EFF or Floyd involved there? You'll be shocked that they are involved. I will just expose some very secret there on who was behind the looting and the collapse of the VPS bank. So continues. Floyd is tainted during his time in the unceremonious departure from the EFF. Floyd is tainted during his time in the MK party as an SG, right? So these reasons give them enough proof to say that they don't want to be associated with anything that Floyd, Nico, Shivambu does, because this will just bring confusion. So this was so very interesting to say that, do you think Floyd is making one of the biggest mistake of saying that this organization, it is registered, it exists, and they say that they don't want to be in any association with any political party? Do you think Floyd must listen to them? Do you think Floyd must change the name, as maybe they will just come and finalize this consultative stage of talking with the people? If then they agree to say that now we are forming a political party, do you believe that this name will be viable for Floyd to use it, as they will be just branding everything to be formal? Because this civil rights movement, they will fight them. They will fight them using court, and they will win, because already this thing, it is established. What is happening is that they were expecting some 2,000 people who can just send maybe their CVs and their information to say that we want to join this movement. But he says that there were more than 12,000, even more people who have showed interest of saying that they want this political party to continue, and just have that positivity of communicating with the people on the ground to say what is exactly needs to be done and what is exactly that this movement needs now to show, which character it needs to be different than the rest of the political parties combined. So it seems like this thing has been decided upon, has already gotten the funds and just the vehicle. Because I mean, for you to move more than 2,000, even going up to 10,000 people across the country, you will need some serious financial backup for that, because there's a lot of things involved, especially when it comes to forming a political party. There's a lot of things involved. So this way we end. Please don't forget, you can support us. You've been watching these videos all over again and you come back but you haven't subscribed, so this is a chance. Remember, you not pay anything. It's just an initiative that you do in support of the work that we are doing, and your participation will be pretty much welcome. You can leave your comment on the section below and let us hear your thought on this issue, to say what do you think the new Maibuye might do in terms of the branding, the name, the logo, and going forward, because it seems like the African logo with the hand with the spear is trending. Remember, the FF has that, the MK party has that, and even the ANC has the spear and the hand. Right now it will be Maibuye. Now it appears as if this is the same political party, the same agenda and so forth. We need something different. Let's see another different political party, especially those who are having the background of being the ex-members of the ANC. They cannot all the time think about the hand and the spear and the wheel or the logo of the African continent. They need to come up with something. Just be creative. Let me just say that. Please leave a comment on the section below. Until we meet on the next video, I'm out.